the mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I could see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Stroud going to throw right away. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. Down the right sideline. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here we go. 19 taxi.
Schultz is the motion man. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Some movement right away. This crowd making its presence felt early. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And that'll get the penalty yardage back. He gains 5 to set up 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's complete. It's Jalen Pope. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They're going. It's May. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd down, 3 to go.
19 Texans.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal, as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. He's got it. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the first down. A first down there on a gain of 12. Here's Warren. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. A carry here for Warren. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Off the play fake, it's May. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On third and long, here's May. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New England. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Pats are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 14-7 is our score. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, right.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
On the quick.
On play action, Stroud. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down for Houston.
Robin.
Now, Stroud. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play.
Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's May. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run with Warren. The Texans have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On second down, Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
11.
Here's Stroud. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On 2nd down, Warren. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
To throw is Stroud. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Here we go.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Going up top. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Now the return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Already.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. From out of the gun, here's May. He finds Bell. That's caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. 1st and 10. Now May. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. May to throw again. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. That's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Patriots cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Fairbairn's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped with no gain. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, it's May. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Off he goes, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown Texans. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
A short one taken at the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, New England. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Scott now on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. A run out of the gun with Warren. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. Now Warren. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On the ground, this is Warren. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down following a pickup of 5. They'll go play action with May. No chance at all. He'll go down.
It probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. To the right side here. Pass is caught. 18 yards on the connection. First down, New England.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. May gonna look to throw. He'll get this complete. It's poked over the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now give on the ground. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off the play fake, it's May. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And a good return here. He is out of bounds, up past the 30.
Here we go.
In motion now, it's Collins. On play action, Stroud. That'll be taken in by Pierce. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter.
Patriots 17.
All right.
Off the play fake, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, uno. All right. Hey, south. Tonight.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to...
Joe Mixon! And he's going to take this all the way home. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, here's May. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. Throwing is May. Going for it all. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's May. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Let's go.
To throw again is May. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn him back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is May. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. And the Texans have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, Uno Mars. Uno Mars. Uno Mars. Uno Mars. Uno Mars. Uno Mars. Uno Mars.
Throwing is Stroud. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And After that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
On second down, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown now here in the season opener. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now, May. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On second down, it's May. Here's a screen set up for Warren. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. They'll come up here 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get about 5.
Here we go.
They will work the middle with Mixon. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll try to get this one on the ground.
The tackle by Giovanni Cavai. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
On fourth down, out comes the punter, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun, here's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw now, May. He's going to air this one out. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They move to 1-0.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.